What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Planet W. This is Jay.
And this is Dan.
And we are back with you to talk women's basketball now that we have a new season to look forward to.
Oh, yeah.
There has been a CBA deal negotiated and agreed to between the players in the league. We're not going to have a lockout.
Thank God.
There's a hell of a delay to the off season, but it doesn't look like we're going to have a lockout this year, which, oh boy, I was looking forward to not having a lockout. So,
yeah,
every year, I'm pretty sure the one thing that we always look forward to is not having a lockout. Boy, I'm sure looking forward to not having delayed and canceled games. That's going to be fun. And here we are. I hope that you guys enjoyed our crossover episode. Well, I guess my crossover episode that I did with Universe of Weirdos last week to bring you the women's bracket and talk about which city was the worst city. And that city was going to be the one that was going to go on to win the whole thing. And while I was confused at first that Notre Dame was in, I thought it was in Terre Haute. That's where my brain was going, Notre Dame and Terre Haute, Indiana. And I was going off of that for quite a while, and then I had the revelation that, no, Notre Dame's in South Bend, which is even worse than Terre Haute. So, okay, this is even better. You guys are even more of a juggernaut now. You guys got stronger as the tournament went on, so congratulations to the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, your NCAA women's champions in the future. And I did rub a couple of people the wrong way with that last episode. Jim from Rhode Island was none too pleased with me. I know that. Let's see if I can find his thing. It's very quick, a very, very brief Instagram message that I got from old Jim. It's I'm gonna bring it up here. LOL, you live in Indianapolis and call other cities lame? Ironic much? Like, yeah, Jim, it's called having fucking experience. It's called living it and knowing through, your own trials and tribulations of living in a place that sucked. Basically, he was a little bit annoyed that I kept saying that Rhode Island was lame. But my reason for Rhode Island being lame in that episode was that I've never been to it.
Yeah.
I've never had a reason or found a reason to go visit Rhode Island. So I don't know. I guess he took that one a little bit personal. But yeah, dude, I would consider Indianapolis to be a kind of shitty place.
Yeah.
I would consider Chicago to be a shitty city.
Yeah.
Like any place that has to deal with winter, in my mind, sucks. So I don't know. We can't all live in nice tropical climates. It was a fucking joke, dude. Which, to be fair, I don't know if that's one of those, like, because, you can get messages and shit on the internet all the time that make you go, like, is this person being sarcastic?
Yeah.
Are they kind of matching my kind of tongue? Are they being tongue-in-cheek right now? Or are they really giving, like, a nice, hey, go fuck yourself to me? Because, sometimes it's hard to tell when you're just reading something. But, yeah, dude, it's like, have you ever seen somebody criticize someone's weight? And then somebody go, well, look at you, man. You can afford to fucking lose a couple of pounds. That person still has eyes. They can still make observations.
Right.
A fat person can still call a fat person fat. That's just how that works. Like you cannot have your shit together and recognize when someone else doesn't have their shit together. So just because I don't live in some sort of fucking tropical paradise doesn't mean that I don't have the right to criticize cities. And your winner of that whole thing was a city in the state that I live in. So I was giving myself as much of the victimhood as anyone else.
Yeah.
So it doesn't seem to really make sense to me. Oh, fuck you. Rhode Island shouldn't have made the Elite Eight or whatever it was. Like, well, a town in Indiana won, according to me, if you're going for what city sucks the most. But I don't know. How's your bracket holding up? Are you?
Oh, it looks great. I've lost one game so far.
Okay, so that's pretty nice. We need to go over that at some point. But who do you have in your final four? Do you know off the top of your head, or
I have
because I remember the final four in the cities that suck. It was Notre Dame, it was some other place. It was like, I think, South Dakota State, Jacksonville, and Rhode Island, I believe.
Oh,
so,
South Dakota. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, South Dakota, they don't really have much, do they? So, what are you going to do? I'm sorry that your city's not super exciting or that your state's not super exciting. I didn't know that I was going to ruffle feathers with that one.
Yeah. So I got UConn in South Carolina and then LSU in Texas.
Okay. Yeah. So if we're going by which one of those places sucks the most, then the winner is going to be UConn. Yeah. How's that feel, Connecticut? You going to send me a fucking shitty email? planetwnba@gmail.com for all of your feedbacks or bitchings about our opinions of your city. I find most cities to be pretty fun. Like, it's the smaller towns that are lame. Most cities can be pretty fun. So, I don't know. But, anyways, we got the CBA deal done. I'm not here to talk about you guys bitching the whole time. So, we got a lot of CBA stuff going down. So, the new deal, it's done. It's just got to be signed and made completely official. But one of the biggest takeaways from the new CBA deal is no trading pregnant players without their permission.
Yeah.
That one was one that I saw and kind of chuckled a little bit because it's one of the, like, you know how you will see certain, like, warning labels on stuff and you're like, well, yeah, don't drink gas.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, don't fucking pour bleach in your eyes. Like, why would you even need that on there? But then you see stuff like you're not allowed to trade pregnant players without their consent, and you go, that's kind of funny because I know exactly what situation that stemmed from. The one certain incident where that happened. It's like De'Erica Hamby. It's the De'Erica Hamby rule.
Yeah.
They could call it the Hamby rule. That's pretty exciting. De'Erica Hamby's got her own rule written after herself now. So, I don't know. That one seems like it should go without saying.
Yeah, for sure.
But, like, obviously, you probably need to put that into the rules. But, yeah, it seems kind of shitty to trade a pregnant player without their permission. So, I don't know. Maybe that's just me. But the salary cap is the big thing. The salary cap for each team jumped from $1.5 million per team to $7 million per team.
Yeah.
And by 2032, it's going to be $10 million per team for the salary cap. We're going to see some great teams next year.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to see a lot of great players teaming up next year. And it looks like the Fever might afford to be able to stick together and like with their core, like their big three at least. And depending on how Timpson shapes up as a prospect, like you might be able to keep all of those four players together, the CC, the Aaliyah Boston, Kelsey Mitchell, and Timpson. You might be able to keep those four together for a while.
Yeah.
So that's pretty nice. So. The salary cap jump, of course, they're going to get a 20% revenue share throughout the course of it, which goes up from a 0% revenue share.
Yeah.
Which included jersey sales.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So you sold 150,000 of my jersey and I got $0 for it. Well, then just don't put it in the store.
Yeah.
No, don't wear it then. It'll make my game worn jerseys way more valuable.
Yeah, please don't make mine available.
Yeah, please don't. And then I'll just eBay my own fucking game worn jerseys for some extra cash because of you cheap fucks. But yeah, that's pretty good. There's also the housing thing was an issue. Like they didn't want to pay for player housing.
Yeah.
And I guess there's some concessions that were made there where they're not going to pay for players housing if they make above $500,000. Seems fair.
Yeah.
It seems pretty fair. There is always an overhead in any job that you have. Does anybody here have an hourly position at a job where they pay your gas or let you clock in on your commute to work? Because let's be real, what are you doing? If you drive 45 minutes to work, that's 45 minutes added to your work day.
Yeah.
That's not like 45 minutes that you're just not doing anything. You deserve to be paid for that, but you just aren't. So, I don't know. I kind of understand that, you make $500,000, just pay for your own fucking apartment.
Yeah.
It's not that big of a deal. You're not going to feel it all that much. You're here for 4 months maybe?
Yeah, I wish my job would pay for my housing.
Yeah, it'd be pretty nice. Like, hey, how about let me clock in before I leave the house. Let me clock in while I'm on my drive in. That
Yeah.
would be great. That would be. We need to do that as regular workers. We need to stand up and negotiate with our bosses. This kind of stuff. A CBA for life, if
Yeah.
you will. This is my life CBA. You have to buy my groceries every week. All of this shit. Like, I want no overhead expenses. I want the stuff paid from my job just to be profit. So I don't know. I think we all do. We all want that, right?
For real.
The rookie minimum, the rookie salary has increased significantly. So Caitlin Clark's going to go from making like 78 grand to like 200 and something a grand, which is,
nice.
which is good. I mean, it's still not like you don't really think about that as pro athlete numbers, but it's getting there. I mean, it's a significant increase, so it's pretty nice. And of course, the player max is now $1.4 million per season for a maximum contract. And by 2032, that maximum will be up to $2.4 million. Who do you think is going to be the first player to sign a max?
Asia.
Asia,
Sure.
yeah, I think Asia Wilson's going to be the very first one. She's going to sign back with the Aces.
Oh, yeah.
They're going to give her a max. Stewie will probably be the next one.
Yeah.
Fee.
Yeah.
I like basically everybody's free agents. I expect some of these players to stick with their core teams.
Yeah.
Like I expect Asia to sign a max with the Aces. I expect Stewie to sign a max with the Liberty.
Yeah.
I expect the Lynx to give Nafisa Collier the max.
Yeah, I don't think you see either of those three move.
Yeah. I think that New York for the most part kind of stays together like they were. At least those main
I don't
three.
think Sabrina's going anywhere.
Yeah, I think JJ will probably stick around.
Yeah.
Unless JJ wants to come to the Fever.
Indy,
Yeah, I'll hang out with you.
That's like that would be my dream addition to our team because I think her and Aaliyah would complement each other so well.
Oh yeah.
And and that's just just imagine that front court and then with the back court that we already have.
I have had so many like fantasy pairings in my mind with Aaliyah Boston. I'm like, oh my God, those two on like, if they're playing the fucking center and power forward position, like there's so many like mixtures that Ezzy Magabor, that would be an amazing one. Fucking BG, like all kinds of people that I'm just like, oh, please go for this person, Like every center available, I'm basically like, let's get Liz Cambage back, let's get Lee Yaru.
Yeah,
I want all of those players to play. I want every player to play for the Fever and no other team. Which, then they're just going to be the FIBA team, which the FIBA team is looking fucking good.
Yeah.
The FIBA team is looking very good. Caitlin Clark was named FIBA qualifiers MVP.
Yeah.
But that's a team, that's a forceful team there. I will say, like, I'm really liking seeing Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese play together.
Yeah.
Like, I like seeing the two media pair of polarizing personalities play with each other. Too many P's in that one. For me to belt that one out without stumbling. But yeah, it's really nice to see the two players that basically people look at as gigantic rivals, like coexisting, and the highlights where they're throwing each other dimes and shit. I love seeing it. I like seeing it a lot. So that's going to be really good. I've always loved FIBA basketball. I've always liked the women's FIBA basketball. The Olympic basketball has always been fun to me. And like, I've always liked FIBA stuff. I've always liked international basketball because it's always nice for me to like, especially when it's broken down by nationalities. It's always nice because, I pay attention to some of the international leagues in the off season where like JJ will go and play, or, you hear Brittany Sykes is playing for this team. And then you'll see other people on their team. They're like, oh, I remember her from the Olympics.
Yep.
And she was really good. That's how I know who Lee Yaru is.
Right.
Like Lee Yaru and Lee Meng, I know them from watching the Chinese leagues. And then when I saw that Lee Meng was coming to the WNBA, I was like, yes. This is going to be nice. And then she was like, I don't like being here.
Yeah.
Let me go back to China.
A quick exit. 1 year and gone.
Yeah, she's just like, fuck it. But yeah, I don't know. But yeah, FIBA's going to be really great. And, we got some dates coming up. We got some of the dates have been pushed back a little bit. The expansion draft is going to be on April 6th now.
Okay.
So that'll be all right. And then 3 days later, free agency starts.
All right.
So they're not wasting any time on that.
No, none.
Which is kind of nice. That's going to be a really nice news week.
Yeah.
We're going to have a lot to discuss. We might have to do 2 or 3 shows that week.
It's going to be quick fire in April. It's like everything's just going to start just real sporadically happening real quick.
Yeah, everything will be ramping up and teams will be scrambling. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be really interesting to see, especially free agency starts on the 9th, then goes until like the 12th or something. So like it's only a few days.
Yeah.
And then, we got the draft. And then the season basically at least training camp starts like 3 days later. Yeah. So this is going to be a very packed April that we're pushed up against. I am so glad that this CBA got done.
Me too.
Because holy crap, I was starting to sweat it. Like
I was too. Especially when they came to like the 10th being like the deadline, and then you roll over to the 11th, and you're like, is something going to happen?
Like, I don't know what's going on here. And me personally, I've already made a couple of plans over the summer that contradict some of the WNBA dates because I didn't expect them to come up.
Yeah.
Like, unfortunately, I don't think I'm going to be able to make a Saturday game that we have against the Wings because I have some other commitments that I might have to do with Indianapolis PopCon.
Yeah.
So I might have to miss the game, especially.
I have my daughter's college graduation coming up too. So
yeah. So I mean, it's all right, but I mean, at least we get to spread the love and bring other people to games that aren't us. I guess we get to do that. But yeah, I mean, it's going to be fun, though. I have a Universe of Weirdos live podcast scheduled for Indianapolis PopCon on May 8th at 4 p.m. So if anybody's going to be in the Indianapolis area and is going to Indianapolis PopCon, you can come and see me. There's all kinds of celebrities there. I'm going to try to drag one of them away.
Yeah,
from drag one of them away from their booth to have them come on and do my podcast, but they probably won't because they won't be making money if they do that when they could be charging like $80 a pop for an autograph.
Yeah.
But one of my childhood heroes is going to be there. Billy West, the cartoon voice guy. You know who Billy West is. He's done every fucking cartoon voice. So like Bugs Bunny, he's Fry from Futurama. He's
everybody.
He's everyone. He's every cartoon voice that there is. So that one's kind of exciting to me. I'm going to try to drag him away or at least get him to do a sounder or something for me. We'll see. We'll see how that works. But then if things go well, I might have to miss the very next day's game against the Wings because there's a podcast awards that's going on. So I might have to attend the podcast awards at Indianapolis PopCon. But hey, if it's a disaster, if my live show is a disaster on the 8th and I totally bomb, I just go to that fucking game. I'm not going to stick around and humiliate myself for another day. Fuck that shit. We're going to the game. Going to the game to make myself feel better about this big old dud. So yeah, I mean, a few more things before we get out of here. I don't know, it's card related. I don't think it's necessarily WNBA card related. Let's say for the sake of this story that he was doing it with WNBA cards. Did you see that dude who got busted for stealing cards from Target by sneaking fucking 99-cent taco packets underneath the things? Yeah. Like that's so genius, but also like kind of stupid when you really break it down. But like, dude, fucking self-checkout holding a fucking taco packet underneath the thing you're scanning.
Yeah.
That's fucking smart.
How many taco packets does he own, though?
Yeah, no shit.
Like, do you eat tacos every day?
That dude eats a lot of tacos. That dude eats tons of tacos. He donates them to pantries and shit. Like, hey, I'm not that big of a scumbag. I take these to food pantries at least.
He puts them in the little boxes that are in the corners in the neighborhoods, like here,
I'm helping out the feeding team.
I'm giving back even though I'm stealing all the cards.
I'm stealing everything. Like, that's where you got caught, you dumbass. Like, I think everybody at one point has scammed a little bit from the self-checkout.
Oh, yeah.
I know. Last time I went to Walmart, I accidentally stole a whole fucking box of something because, like, their scanner thing didn't work on it.
Yeah, I mean, you don't hear it beep every time.
Yeah, I skipped over one of the, like, it was like a box of like soda, like cans of soda.
Yeah.
Like I think I scanned 3 of them in my cart, and I think I missed one because I didn't see it on my receipt later.
Yeah.
But I completely got away with that. But like I could imagine it, well, knowing my luck, if I tried to do it with cards, they would immediately go, "Listen, motherfucker,
yeah, come here.
You need to come over with me and speak to officer. Gonna fuck you up." Like, okay, sorry, officer. What country's that last name from?
Yeah, that dude, and he got off on him too, like 6 figures.
Yeah, that's insane. That's grand larceny.
Yeah.
Like, not even like I scanned one of them and then put 2 of them in the bag. Or,
Yeah, just craziness.
Like, I scanned the taco packet for 3 of the packs and then scanned a legit pack. Now, dude was just robbing their inventory. Like, when they see how bad those numbers are off, they're going to look back at the security cameras and they're gonna find you.
Yeah.
They're going to find you.
Yeah, and that much volume, like you're at every store.
Yeah.
Doing it.
Yeah, and he's a grown-ass man.
Yeah.
And it was just like, that was his thing, was stealing. I loved stealing when I was a kid.
Oh, yeah. Dude, it was great.
Yeah, when I was a child, I liked stealing because I didn't have money and I wanted stuff.
Yeah.
I'm an adult now.
Yeah.
I can pay for things. Like, it's not a problem. But yeah, that's super weird, man. And then the other thing that gets me about people that steal shit is they'll always bring up the price of the item as the reason that if it wasn't so damn expensive, then I wouldn't steal it.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be so expensive if you wouldn't steal it.
If there wasn't people stealing it, dude, it would be reasonably priced.
Yeah, you wouldn't have to mark up the price so much to make up for the lost and stolen inventory.
Yeah. Now Target charges $59.99 a box.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, and like that. When I first found out the prices of cards, like, I'm pretty sure it was in real time that I found it out while we were doing this podcast, because I was like, I might get some WNBA cards. And I was like, wow.
Yeah.
Wow, you have to pay like $50 for like 4 packs.
Yeah.
I remember when you used to be able to drop like $30 and get a box
of a whole hobby box.
A whole box that's full of like 30 packs.
Yep.
And like, that was crazy. The same thing with Pokemon cards.
Yep.
Now you can't get the grown men line up overnight like their concert tickets.
Oh, yeah.
And buy out all inventories and make it complete. My kid loves Pokemon. My son loves Pokemon. I wouldn't mind getting him into Pokemon cards, but it's just like, it's too impossible.
Yeah,
like, I could get the shittier cards for him on like eBay and stuff like that, but then how much fun is he gonna have if he wants to actually like really get into it and actually like play the game how it's meant to be played? Like, you can't, because I have to spend $500,000 in order for you to get the one card you need for your deck.
You need 1.2 million to be competitive.
Yeah. In those Pokemon like world championships and shit. That happened to me. I had a part-time job at a hobby store during a summer one time, and somebody came in trying to find a specific Magic card. And I was like, nah, dude, I don't think that we have it. And then I looked it up on this little inventory thing, and I'm like, damn, dude, if we did have it, this would be a $2,000 card.
Yeah.
And he was like, yeah. And the dude was looking for 4 of them for a deck. And I'm like, dude, you're looking for $8,000 to just add to your deck.
Oh, wow.
And like, this is crazy. So I actually I went through and like found the deck of like the guy, because there was a lot of downtime at this fucking job.
Yeah.
So I went through and I found all of the cards that were in the dude's deck that won the world championship and compared them to our price list in the store.
Yeah.
And it was like, dude, this guy's deck to win the world championship costs about $350,000. Like, just to be able to be competitive and playing a game. That's way too much.
Yeah.
That's way too much. But speaking of being competitive at playing a game, we would be completely out of pocket to not address Bam Adebayo's 85 points in the NBA, because it does tie into the WNBA. He's dating Asia Wilson.
Right.
They are now the scoringest couple in modern basketball history. So she's tied with the most points in a single game for women.
Yeah.
And now Bam Adebayo is second place all time in the NBA. Of all of the people that you thought could beat Kobe's 81.
Yeah, Bam.
Like, did you ever think it was going to be Bam Adebayo?
No.
I never thought that it would be either.
No.
He did 83, right?
Yeah, it's crazy.
83. Like, I thought maybe Luka, SGA, like those guys that get to the line a lot.
Yeah.
But, I mean, Bam got to the line a fucking lot.
Yeah, 44 free throws.
Yeah, it was like 40-something free throws. A lot of people complain about it and say it was egregious and all of this stuff. But if I can be fair for just a second, and I don't want the fucking angry Jim from Rhode Island emails. I watched Kobe's 81-point game.
Yeah.
He forced that shit towards the end, too.
Yeah.
He ball hogged, he hoarded the ball and all of that stuff to get up to that point as well.
Yeah.
And like, I mean, Bam was getting like triple teamed and shit like that. Like, yeah, he's going to get to the line if 3 bodies are on him. And like, yeah, they were intentionally giving it to him here. Try to get it in as much as you can. Run it up.
Yeah, once you have that many at the half, you have to start thinking about, hey, this could be like a magical night.
Yeah. And
you know what I mean?
To also be further fair, Wilt Chamberlain's 101 points was even more egregious than any of that. Because that really was just always give Wilt the ball, miss free throws on purpose so Wilt can get the rebound, like give Wilt the fouls. Like it was all of that. It was all, like anytime somebody is going to break a record like that, they're going to get selfish. They're going to rub people the wrong way with it. But I don't know. I feel like instead of looking down on it, you should look at it and be like, dude, that's awesome.
Yeah, that's great. The team scored 150-something points, too. Come on.
Yeah, like I think that it's a good thing. I think people chasing records is a good thing. Chase greatness, man.
Yeah, do it.
Like, I don't know. No, I don't know. I really look up to that guy, so I don't want to break his record. Like, nah, you should look up to him by breaking his record.
Yeah.
And then go, look what he was able to build on.
You can say my name with, like, if you can put my name in the same sentence as those guys, like, do it.
Yeah.
By any means necessary.
Yeah, like I mentioned alongside greatness now. Yeah. This is amazing. Like, why wouldn't I do this? And now I think you're going to see it more.
Yeah.
I think maybe even this season you might see somebody break like 80 points.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think it's going to happen in the WNBA.
Somebody's going to have to. You know what I mean? Like.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so too.
He can do it. I can do it, right?
Yeah. So, I mean, well, that's what I was thinking. Like, dude, if Bam can score 83, Anthony Edwards can score 90.
Yeah.
SGA
Come on.
If he can get to the line 40-something times, fucking Shai Gilgeous-Alexander can get to the line 60 times.
Yeah.
You know, like, it's not a problem. Records are going to start being broken now after this, because I think probably what it was is a lot of people were like, yeah, you know, just take me out of the game and everything. Like, I've never understood those unwritten rules anyways of like, man, we don't do that during a blowout. Why not?
Yeah.
Like, why?
Right. Yeah, that's the point. You're supposed to annihilate the competition, right?
Yeah, like we're playing to win. It's not like we're playing to win by 5 points.
Just
like, no, if I'm sorry, if you guys suck so bad that we beat you by 100 and something points, then maybe you need to work on getting the fuck better.
Yeah, you deserve it.
I don't know. I don't think there's that big of a deal. These unwritten rules are silly. Like when Zion would do like super fancy dunks when they're blowing out teams and stuff. Like, that's so unsportsmanlike. I don't know. It makes for a great highlight reel.
Yeah, do it again.
It's a lot of fun for me to watch. But yeah, that's going to be it for us, guys. I don't really have a whole lot else for us to talk about. You can find us at all of our socials. I am Planet WNBA on Instagram. Dan is
Feverville 317.
Yeah, that's what I was looking for on Instagram and TikTok. I have Universe of Weirdos on TikTok, but I don't like it. I don't know. There's just something about TikTok that I open it, and every time I open it, I'm like, I'm too old for this shit.
Yeah,
and then I close it, and then everybody tells me, you need to get on TikTok. Like, I try to, and I don't like being on there. I don't even necessarily like being on Instagram. I don't like social media in general, but just kind of something you have to do when you're doing an entertainment anything. Because I don't know, you need Jim from Rhode Island to yell at you. You need to be available for those people. But we are planetwnba@gmail.com if you'd like to send us any of your feedback and or questions for us to read out on the show. Let us know any of your controversial bracket takes for the NCAA. Aside from that, rate, review, subscribe, give a big old thumbs up and a pat on the back to us on any of your podcast platforms that you're listening to. Again, if you're in Indianapolis on May 8th, hey, find me on any of those pre-mentioned social medias and we'll get you into my live show at Indianapolis PopCon. Universe of Weirdos. Check it out. It's my other podcast. You guys know, I just did a crossover with it. So subscribe to Universe of Weirdos. We talk about weird shit. Me and Dan just did another wrestling show.
Oh, yeah.
We're on the road to WrestleMania, and, well, we like making fun of those weirdos that think that they're cool and that they sound badass when they're talking to people. Oh, I'm Flapjack Norton. Flapjack? You're Flapjack? All right, guys, that's going to be it for us. We will be blasting off until next time, where we have plenty of free agency updates on the horizon. So look forward to that. We will see you soon.
Peace.
See ya.